Hey there, cosmic explorers. Welcome back to another episode of our astrological journey together. Today, we're going to be diving into the major astrological transits for the month of September 2024. So, we already kind of covered the new moon energy that's happened at the beginning of the month. Now, we're going to be diving in depth more into the big transits that are going to be impacting all of us. So, what can we expect here? What do they mean for us? What do they mean for each of the zodiac signs? I'm going to break all of that down for you as well because this month is packed with huge energy shifts, right? But they're going to encourage us to really kind of reflect, reorganize, and really prepare for the new beginnings to come. So grab your favorite cup of tea. Let's explore what the stars have in store for us, okay? Now, we are, like I said, kicking off the month of September with powerful shifts, you guys, powerful ones. So let's start out with Pluto, right? Because almost every astrologer is going to be covering this topic. So Pluto is going to be retrograding back into Capricorn on September 1st, right? We're kicking that off at the same time around that new moon energy, right? So if you have been feeling the weight of deep, transformative changes over the past few years, this is Pluto's work. Okay. As it dips back into Capricorn, it's going to give us one last chance to revisit, restructure all of those foundational areas in our lives. So we can kind of think of it as like a cosmic audit of sorts. It's going to make sure that we're really aligned with all of our long term goals. Okay. And speaking of revisiting, Uranus also turns retrograde in Taurus on the same day. Now, this isn't a time for like wild, spontaneous changes. Instead, it's going to be more like a call to slow down a little bit, to really reflect on the things that have been holding us back from truly embracing our authenticity, right? Really stepping into our authentic selves, removing the mask, that kind of thing. So you might feel a little bit of tension as this energy shifts for us. But remember, it's just the universe's way of nudging us towards a more like thoughtful and deliberate action, right? Now, let's talk again about the Virgo new moon on September 2nd. Now, I did make a separate video that is all about that new moon energy, and I actually did horoscope predictions on that new moon energy alone and how it will impact each of the zodiac signs. But for the sake of this video, I just want to talk about it a little bit because that Virgo energy is all about organization. It's all about health. It's all about service. So basically, like, it's about us getting our acts together. Okay. Now, this new moon is a perfect time for you to set intentions that really focus on your daily routines. But again, that focus on your health and wellness. So, also how you can be of service to others. Okay. Now, there might be some roadblocks that come up during this time, but again, it's nothing that we can't handle, you know. It's that classic Virgo determination is going to drive us to move past those with ease. So, just kind of trust the process, surrender to the flow. You'll be fine. Now, moving forward on September 4th, Mars, the warrior. uh, is going to enter into that emotional sign of Cancer. Okay. So this is going to bring a wave of emotional intensity into the mix, you guys. You might even feel this kind of like protective vibe about your home, your family. That's going to come to the forefront for you, okay? Because this is a very nurturing energy, but it can also be a bit on the defensive side. So you might notice that really coming up. You're going to feel it one of those ways. You might feel it both. So it's important to find constructive ways to be able to channel that energy. Maybe focus on home projects, home improvement, decluttering, things like that, and really spending some quality time with your loved ones as well. That's going to be super important. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful events of September. Okay. Um, this lunar eclipse in Pisces on the 17th is a big one, you guys. Eclipses are always a big deal, right? This one in particular is all about endings and spiritual awakenings. Okay. So this is a time for us to let go of our old habits, to embrace the new insights that come. So we might even find ourselves receiving like downloads, receiving light codes, things of that nature. Watch the Schumann resonance around this time. I'm pretty sure it'll probably spike. We'll probably get some, big spikes, some big downloads, some big light code energy kind of coming in, blasting us with that light to awaken certain things within us. This is like that spiritual awakening that brings forth epiphanies to uh be able to look at ourselves and realize, oh, certain things had to happen in order for this to happen and this to happen. You start to see how things actually serve you for your greatest good. Okay. So this is really powerful energy. Now, because this lunar eclipse is in Pisces, we're also going to have this like dreamy vibe, this intuitive type of energy. So really be sure that you're paying attention to your dreams and your gut feelings. Okay. They might just lead you to some pretty profound realizations, just like I mentioned with those energies coming in. Okay. Now, fast forward to September 22nd. This is where we are welcoming in the autumn equinox. And this is also where the sun is going to enter into Libra. So this marks a time of balance, right? The equinox is where day and night are equal. Okay. So this is going to remind us to seek harmony in our own lives, seek balance in our own lives. So with Libra's focus being on relationships, social interactions, things like that, it's the perfect time for us to really kind of like smooth out any rough edges, especially in our connections with others. Okay. Now, just to add a little bit more intensity to our love lives, Venus is going to be moving into Scorpio on the same day. Okay. So that's going to make things a little bit more like passionate, but very transformative in a sense as well. Okay. So just be mindful of that energy and how it will impact you. Now, as we approach the end of the month, Mercury is going to enter Libra on September 26th. Now, this is where communication is highlighted, and our communication becomes, more diplomatic in nature. It becomes more balanced, and it really kind of makes it easier for us to resolve any conflicts that might be present, to find like a commonality or like a common, like a neutral ground in our discussions with other people. It's also a great time for negotiations and things like that. It's also a great time for relationship talks, those deep, intimate talks where, you feel different afterwards. You feel like you have undergone some type of revelation or transformation within that process. So we're all going to be a little bit more willing to see things from the other person's perspective during this time. So that's why it's so supportive to those kinds of connections. Okay. So, all in all, September is really shaping up to be this month of like reflection, closure, really preparing us for those new cycles to come. Okay. It's all about finding that balance between the old and the new. And we are just making sure that we are ready for what's next. Okay. Especially, with this Pluto transit that will be coming pretty soon, and it moves back into Aquarius. This is where we see all of these like forward movements impacting our environments, our communities, our systems, technology, all of these kinds of things. And that is going to occur for the next 20 years. Okay. So this is giving us an opportunity to kind of prepare for those new events and new cycles to come. Okay. Now, let's dive into what this means for each of the zodiac signs. So we're going to start with you, Aries. Okay. Now, Aries, September is all about balance for you. Okay. It is the Virgo new moon is going to really encourage you to fine tune your daily routines, especially those that are related to your work and to your health. Okay. This is your chance to declutter. This is your chance to create more efficient systems in your life. Now, when Mars enters Capricorn on the 4th, you're going to feel this strong pull. You're going to feel a strong pull towards family life, towards being at home, spending time with your family, and even other family matters that might come up. Okay. Now, by the time we hit the autumn equinox, though, your focus is going to really shift more towards relationships. And this is where you'll be finding like harmony and fairness in your partnerships. And this is like a key aspect of this month for you. Okay. Now, Taurus. Taurus, this month is all about creativity and personal enjoyment for you. The Virgo new moon, it highlighted your sector of romance, of self-expression, really making it a great time to start any new creative projects that you might have in mind, but also to deepen your romantic connections to a more intimate, deeper level. Okay. Now, Uranus is going to be retrograding in your sign. So that energy is going to help you really kind of reflect on any recent changes you might have undergone and how they have impacted your sense of stability and security. Okay. Now, the lunar eclipse energy on the 17th, that might bring a major breakthrough for you, especially in regards to your long-term goals. So keep an eye out for those opportunities. Okay. Gemini. For you, Gemini, September's energy is centered around home and family. Okay. The Virgo new moon is perfect for you to reorganize, to create a more harmonious living environment for yourself. Again, with the home improvements for you as well. That kind of energy is present for a lot of us this month. That's just this Virgo Libra vibe of September that we're all experiencing. Okay. Now, for you, Gemini, I will say communication is going to get a boost when Mercury enters Libra on the 26th. Okay. So it might make it easier for you to kind of smooth over any miscommunications or misunderstandings, especially in your interpersonal relationships. Okay. Your closest relationships. Now, as the month progresses, your social life is going to pick up. So, enjoy balancing your personal responsibilities and also expanding your social circles. I know a lot of you have been focused on work, work, work lately, but this is reminding you that play is required also. You have to balance that energy so that you're taking time to replenish and rejuvenate your energy so that you're not getting burnt out. Okay. So that's very important for you, Gemini. Now, Cancer loves. Cancer, with Mars entering your sign on the 4th, you're going to feel a surge of energy, particularly in those areas related to personal growth and your health and well being. Again, another energetic theme that we're seeing for many this month. Okay. Now, the Virgo new moon is going to support you learning new things, encountering new opportunities for learning experiences. Maybe it's time to even start that like course or project that you've been thinking about, something in that regard, right? Something that you really want to learn. Maybe it's an environment or community you want to join to continue learning, things like that. And if that's the case, you ought to join my psychic playground. We have a membership group and we always learn new things. So I just want to invite you guys to do that too. You can check it out on my website. The link will be below. Now, the lunar eclipse on the 17th, that might bring in some significant revelations for you. It might even bring forth some type of closure, right? Especially in those areas that are related to your spiritual pursuits, or places that you want to travel to, things like that. So use this month to really take action on your goals, but also be sure to nurture your emotional needs as well, because some things will be stirred up for you. So use this energy wisely. Leo. Oh, Leo, even though your season is over, my loves, this is still a powerful energy for you. September is gonna bring some financial focus for you guys, Leo. This Virgo new moon is gonna highlight your house of earnings and values. So it's gonna really make this like a great time for you to reassess your budget, reassess your financial goals, look at money going out, money coming in, that kind of thing, so that you can recalibrate that. Now, Mars in Cancer is going to urge you to take a step back from the spotlight that you love so much so that you can really start to focus on your emotional and spiritual well-being. That's really going to be highlighted for you this month, okay? So as we move into Libra season, you might find yourself a little bit drawn to like deeper, more meaningful conversations and learning. You know, we learn a lot from people that we communicate with. So you'll probably find that in your interactions with others. You know, people we're always interchangeably student and teacher. So be open, you know, open your mind, humble your heart, be open to whatever you might receive in your encounters with others in those deep conversations. This is your month to balance introspection with practical planning as well. So take advantage of that energy. Now, my Virgos, happy birthday, Virgo. This is your time to shine. And we'll start off with that new moon in your sign on September 2nd, starting out the month. So this is all about a fresh start in personal projects and also self-improvement for you as well. So Mars in Cancer is going to actually energize your social life too, much like that Gemini energy. So don't be surprised if you're feeling a little more outgoing than usual. And then, you know, just embrace it. Allow yourself to go out to have fun. You know, a lot of times Virgo can get a little rigid, a little too serious. So allow yourself to just let loose, have fun. Now, mid-month with the lunar eclipse on the 17th, okay, this is going to bring some significant changes for you in regards to relationships. So you're going to need to embrace either the clarity that comes or the recognition and for closure that might come your way, okay? Those are some really powerful energies this month, and they're all about your personal transformation. So make sure you set your intentions and go after what truly matters to you. Okay. Libra, you are sharing the spotlight towards the end of this month. And, you know, September is going to begin with a period of introspection for you as well. That's another common theme that we're seeing present. So the Virgo new moon is going to encourage you to reflect on your long-term goals and your inner desires. And as I mentioned, you guys, I did an entire separate video dedicated strictly to the new moon and how it's going to impact each sign. So if you want to dive a little bit deeper, I will try to tag that video or link that video in this one. So you'll be able to just hop over to it and check it out. Now, my Libra babies. You know, as I mentioned, this Virgo new moon is really encouraging you to reflect on long-term goals, inner desires. Now, the sun is going to enter your Libra sun sign on the 22nd. So your energy and confidence will kind of like rise up. You'll feel it, and it's really going to allow you to focus more on your personal goals and also your creative self-expression, right? That is also the same time that we have this big, you know, equinox energy as well. So just really embrace that energy, really embrace it. Now, I want to also mention too that on the 26th, Mercury enters Libra and is going to enhance your communication skills as well. So it's going to make it a little easier for you to be able to, you know, communicate your needs more clearly, establish boundaries and things like that more clearly. It's going to make it easier for you to resolve conflicts as well because you're going to be communicating from that heart-centered space. Now, this month is all about finding balance for you. It's about finding balance between, you know, introspection and looking within, and also taking action, right? Applying that action to move forward, because that's going to really set the stage for, you know, fulfilling brand new chapter. So this is going to be really big for you guys. Now, Scorpio babies, Scorpio, September is a time for deep introspection and transformation. you guys, I mean, y'all thrive in this place anyway, right? Y'all thrive in that underworld energy anyway. So you're kind of comfortable here, right? And it's okay. You can embrace that energy. Now, this Virgo new moon on the 2nd is really going to help you focus on your social networks, your long-term goals and things of that nature. So that you're networking with people who are, that on the same wavelength as you. They have the same kind of ideals and goals in mind. Now, Mars enters Cancer on the 4th, and that's going to turn your motivation more inward. This is where that transformation energy comes from because it's going to encourage more like personal growth for you. Okay. Now, the lunar eclipse on the 17th might bring a significant conclusion to a creative process that you've been, considering, or a project that you've been working on. Or it may also be a significant conclusion to some type of emotional journey that you've been undergoing. As I mentioned, you guys thrive in that underworld energy. You guys have probably been processing a lot of deep unconscious things lately, probably within dreams, probably things rising to the surface for you to face and transmute. So you're going to recognize the conclusion of those things that you have been working on. Okay. Now, as Venus enters your sign on the 22nd, this is where your relationships are going to be highlighted. They might even become a little more intense. Okay. So the point of this, though, is to lead to more meaningful and deep interactions in your closest relationships instead of surface level things. Okay. So this is really just a month for like connecting with others, but connecting with others on a much deeper level and transforming your inner world through that process as well. Okay. Now, Sagittarius. Sag, this month is all about networking for you. It's all about your social connections. Okay. This Virgo new moon energy on the 2nd is really going to highlight your career and your public image. So make sure you are setting new professional goals for yourself, or make sure you're seeking recognition for the work that you're already doing, especially if you are fulfilling someone else's dreams rather than your own. Okay. Now, this lunar eclipse on the 17th might bring in this like culmination in your home or family life. Okay. So as the sun enters Libra on the 22nd, your focus is going to shift more to your social life, fostering like connections that actually support your goals and bring harmony to your closest relationships. Okay. So again, if you want to know more about how this new moon energy is going to impact you, because that's really going to elevate that social aspect and career aspect, hop over to the other video that's linked below. Okay. Now, Capricorn. Capricorn, September is a month of introspection and realignment for you. As I mentioned, this is a very common theme for many of us. Now, Pluto retrograding back into your sign is going to encourage you to revisit some past transformations, making sure that they align with your long-term goals. So that Virgo new moon on the 2nd is also going to focus on your belief systems, and also higher learning, higher education. Okay. So start that course, plan that journey, answer the call from spirit, and don't be afraid. Okay. The autumn equinox on the 22nd, that's going to bring some balance into your life. Okay. And it's going to impact particularly your personal and professional life. So this is a month of deep reflection, and also practical planning for you. You're going to have to really balance the two of those in order to set the stage for your future success. Aquarius, my fellow Aquarians. September is going to emphasize higher learning for us as well. Okay. It's also going to emphasize things like spiritual exploration and travel. So again, it's answering that call from spirit, right? Now, the Virgo new moon is going to highlight the area of our shared resources. And it's also highlighting our intimacy house, right? Those two aspects, and also how they correlate together, because those two things might be a shared aspect, right? You might share resources in a romantic relationship. Okay. So reassess your financial partnerships and also your emotional connections. Okay. Now, with Pluto's retrograde back into Capricorn, this might bring up some past themes related to your subconscious. Okay. Those subconscious explorations that you're so willing to go on, you're so willing to navigate. But this is going to offer you a chance for some really deep and profound healing to take place. So you might notice areas where you think that you have done the work and it shows up and there's a deeper layer, and you have this, again, this kind of like epiphany that's like, oh, okay, I get it now. Now I can let certain things go. Okay. Now, it's going to bring this like, spiritual revelation, and a significant emotional closure, and that will really be highlighted during that lunar eclipse. You're going to see that the most during that time. That's around the 17th. So for you, Aquarius, this is really a month of introspection and transformation as well. Okay. But you're going to also have some opportunities for like, personal growth through higher learning and self-exploration. So take advantage of this energy, be willing to go within, give yourself a break, Pisces, last but not least, you Pisces, the lunar eclipse in your sign on September 17th is a powerful time for you. Okay. This is where emotional and spiritual closure comes in for you as well, much like what I mentioned with Aquarius. So for you, Pisces, this eclipse might bring forth some significant changes in your personal life. It's really going to urge you to like let go of old patterns that are no longer serving you, old belief systems that are no longer serving you, excavating all of those things so that you can embrace new beginnings. You might even be seeing like 111, things like that following you around. And it's because those new beginnings are on the horizon and you're ready. Now, this Virgo new moon on the 2nd is really going to kind of focus on your relationships. Okay. Now, it's going to make it a great time for you to set intentions for yourself, for improving your partnerships and things like that. So, as the sun enters Libra on the 22nd, your focus is going to shift again, right? It's going to shift to shared resources and deep emotional connections, much like what I mentioned with Aquarius. So again, this is a transformative month for you too. Okay. This is going to offer some opportunities for deep healing and also for renewal, rejuvenation, spiritual renewal. Okay. So again, you guys, this is a powerful, powerful month with a lot of transformative shifts for all of us. Okay. We are all experiencing this Virgo and Libra energy in different ways as they impact different houses for each of us. But you will still see that kind of underlying current that impacts all of us. And that is the current of self exploration and deep healing and transformation, really taking some time to get very clear on our goals, our dreams, and the practical steps that we can take to move towards them. So make sure you're taking your time to embrace this energy, allow it to move you forward. It's all serving you for your greater good. And of course, if you need support or help with anything, feel free to jump on a clarity call with me. We'll sort through things. Or you can also book a personal tarot and oracle reading, and we will see the energies that are upcoming for you this month and how they will impact you directly through different areas of your life. We can discover more about your career or your love life, or receiving information from your guides, guidance from your guides, things of that nature. Now, I also offer healing sessions as well. So if you are in need of support or rejuvenation, please feel free to reach out. You can also stop by my website at whitelotushealingministries.com and check out all of our products and services. They're all here to serve you. You can always reach out to me through email or through any of my social media contacts, or even by commenting on this video. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so that you can stay up to date with all of our new content. And of course, drop down in the comments and let me know how this resonates for you. I hope that everyone enjoys your night and enjoys the energy of September. Have a wonderful night.